So this is the first long form video that I've been asked to do. This is on the wall Domination boxes, which we sell individually, but I push a 3-pack, which kind of makes more sense. So a quick look at the box itself. So it's all 3D printed. It comes with easy mounting points, cutler screws. You can put that pretty much wherever you want. They're all powered with mini Tamiya lipos, just like we use in our airsoft guns. This one's on a 7.4. Simply straightforward, attach it, stick that in there. That allows you to change that out during the game day if it runs out of charge. Generally speaking, one of these batteries fully charged will last easily for a complete day of playing. The box itself has got a LED screen which is protected by a piece of perspex, which can obviously just be popped off and changed if it's broken. We've got some high powered LED flashing beacons like what you have on police cars. Button, obviously this one's got A on it just to denote which site it's on. It's powered by a toggle button hidden at the bottom. So we'll switch it on and we'll get into it.
Instagram at Airsoft_bombs.
So we can see straight away there with the biggest change is that it's now got a speaker on it. So it's going to give you various voice commands as we play the game, which is pretty cool. What else has changed from the normal Domination boxes is that we now have 3 game modes on this box. The first is the original Domination game mode that we all kind of know. We've now added a couple of features to that, where instead of a press of a button, it's a hold of a button to capture. So we'll have a quick look at that. We've obviously got the 1-minute game mode just for test purposes. It's going to cycle in 15-minute increments up to an hour, which we think an hour for that game mode is probably more than enough. But if you want to change the timings, that's not a problem. Just let us know and we can reprogram that. So we'll do the minute. Once the game's set for the time, it will then prompt press button to start. So generally what we do is we set the times, have all the Wall Domination boxes put in place, held on this start screen. When the game mode starts, we just give the marshals a shout and they will just press the button to start the game.
Game start.
Then they're going to go into its neutral phase, which is just waiting for some input. The time obviously is counting down. At the moment we've got it set to a minute, but again it could be 15 minutes, 45 minutes, etc. To capture the point, you need to hold the button down.
Blue team control the point.
That's then going to capture it for blue. Red team then need to fight their way to the point. Hold the button down to capture it for themselves.
Red team control the point.
Then what we'll see on the bottom of the LED here is we're tallying how long each team has held the point for. So at the minute we've got 10 seconds for blue, 14 seconds and counting for red.
Red team control the point.
Now blue are going to take it. 5 seconds left. Now the end of the game is going to declare who won.
Red team win.
So we'll see that it knew that red had held it for the longest. It's shown up that red has won. It's declared the winner there, and we can see who held it for the longest. It's just going to stay in this state now until the box is power cycled.
Instagram.
Really straightforward.
Airsoft_bombs.
So now the second game mode is one that's been really requested, kind of more so, and it's uses a combination of our big LED screen, which was a P10 panel, and we sold quite a few of. So the game mode is Team Deathmatch. Now there's also 2 game modes within that. So when you set it, first thing we're going to do is set it for if we're using team colours. So i.e. this box would go to one of the spawn points. So it was either going to be in red team spawn or blue team spawn. Or if we don't want to use colours, we can set neutral and it just won't use a beacon. So we'll use blue for this demonstration. Then another feature which was asked for quite a lot was there to be a respawn mode. Now what respawn mode is going to do, it's going to tally up the amount of players that have died, and this is if you want to hold the players back, so we release them in a wave. Now if any of you that are familiar with Blackstone CQB, you know that this is a game mode that they like to use, where in the team deathmatch they will hold up to 3 players back at the spawn, and once 3 players have gotten back to the spawn, we then release them to play. So we've added that feature into this here. So if we click, you don't have to use it, so if we click yes, it's going to ask us how many players we want to have held back. So it goes up to 5. I feel that obviously that's quite a lot of players. In reality, you're probably only going to use 3. But again, if you need to change that, let us know. So we'll select 3 players. We've then got 2 further modes. We've got lives mode or timed mode. Now they operate kind of differently. The key feature being timed mode is going to run for a specific amount of time, i.e. if you want to do a team deathmatch, you've got 15 minutes to fill. Timed mode is the mode you want. What's going to happen is it's going to keep track of every player that dies. So a player dies, he goes to respawn, he presses the button, it adds a tally. At the end of 15 minutes, the timer is going to time out and it's going to declare how many lives that that team has used. You then compare it to the other team. Whoever's used the least amount of lives wins. Lives mode is kind of different because that could technically run indefinitely. You've got an amount of lives that you select each team is going to have. Starts with 10 or so, which is just for testing purposes, and it goes up to like 500. Now the machine is going to keep track of how many lives are used, and once all of the team's lives are used, it's then going to declare the team has used all its lives and show how long it's took for that to happen. So we'll jump in it quickly. We'll do timed, and we'll just do a minute. And again, it goes to the hang screen, so the marshals can just be told to start the game at the blow of the whistle. So we see we're counting down. We've got a minute. Nobody's died yet. First player dies, comes back to respawn, taps this. Now obviously we've requested that there's 3 lives, 3 players needed before they can go back out.
Player eliminated.
So now we need 2.
Player eliminated.
Now we need 1. So these 2 guys are obviously hanging at spawn, waiting for someone, willing someone to die. That guy's died and come back.
Go, go, go. Get back in the fight.
So the machine there has told those guys that they can get back in the fight.
Player eliminated.
Again, we're waiting for 2 players, but you can notice we're also keeping track of how many players have died.
Player eliminated. Go, go, go. Get back in the fight.
So again, now with time's nearly running out. So again, this would be 15 minutes, half an hour. So the time's expired and we've used 6 lives. So again, you can compare that to the other team. How many lives did they use? Straightforward. So we'll just power cycle that machine.
And Airsoft_bombs.
We'll have a quick look at the other game mode. I'm not gonna. So we'll do red this time. We'll do no respawns this time. And we'll do lives. I'm just going to press for 10 lives. So now it just simply says how many lives you've got left, and it's just going to count up indefinitely until all the lives are used.
Player eliminated.
So the first guy's died.
Player eliminated.
So
Player
again,
eliminated.
I'm not going to
Player eliminated.
hang over
Player
this for too
eliminated.
long. It's
Player
kind of
eliminated.
self-explanatory.
Player eliminated.
So it's going to declare at the end all the lives have been used and how long it took for those lives to get lost.
Player eliminated. Player eliminated.
You see no lives left, and it's stopped on the 29 seconds. That's how long it took to lose all of those lives. So we'll just power cycle that now, and then we'll get into the
Instagram.
last game mode.
Airsoft_bombs.
So the last game mode is countdown. Now anyone who's played COD will be familiar with this game mode. It's basically search and destroy, plant the bomb. So the idea behind it, again, we can set the teams. Now I like to use all 3 devices for this. Same as search and destroy on COD, where you've got Alpha or Bravo points to plant the bomb. I will have all of these active, and then the defending team need to split up and defend all the points, and then the attacking team need to destroy the points. So we're going to
Red
select
team
one.
control the point.
1 minute. Now obviously the timer again is the game timer, runs for however long you select, and then you can set how long you want the bomb timer to be. So this is after the bomb is planted, how long is it going to take to detonate. So the idea here is you want it to be long enough in order to give the defending team time to defuse it. So if it was 10 seconds, for instance, it's a guaranteed explosion in reality. But what we want is the defending team to defend these bombs, the attacking team to clear them out, take control of them, plant the bomb, and then we almost want the game to flip around a little bit. So we then want the attacking team to become the defenders, the defending team to try and retake possession of the bomb and disarm the bomb from going off. So we're just going to select the 1 minute, which again is just the test times. Again, it goes back to the press button to start. So again, the marshal would just press game on when the whistle goes.
Defend the objective.
So we can
or hold the
see
button to
we've
plant
selected
the bomb.
red mode, so the red team are the defending team. The time is counting down. So the attacking team, I've got 50 seconds left to plant the bomb. So imagine they've killed off all the reds.
Defend the objective.
They've
or
gotten
hold the button to
control of
plant
the bomb, and now they're going to plant it by
Planting
holding
the bomb.
the button down. If they get shot
Planting failed.
mid, they're going to lose the countdown. But
Planting
this,
the bomb.
they're going to get it planted.
Bomb
Upon
on.
planting it,
Defend the
it
objective,
now goes
or
to
hold
the
the button
bomb
to disarm.
countdown mode, which again we've set 1 minute. So we now need to defend this bomb from the reds defusing it. If the reds manage to get back over to the bomb, they can
Defend the bomb,
defuse it,
or disarm it by holding the buttons.
and it can go back to the original
Planting
countdown, which now just happens to be 10 seconds.
Planting the bomb.
Blue gets it again, they
Bomb
plant the bomb, it's a
Defend the
fresh
objective,
1 minute
or hold
countdown.
the button. Defend the bomb,
Again,
or
just so we
disarm
don't
it by
sit
holding
there
the
for another
buttons.
minute, we're going to let red defuse it, and it goes back to their original
Bomb
countdown,
defused.
and they
Keep
win.
defending the objective.
Defenders have won. And that's pretty much it with this particular device. Like I say, we do all the coding ourselves, so if there's any little tweaks or changes you want, if you want particular messages to say something different, or you want custom time limits for each game, it's not a problem, let us know. And yeah, any questions in the comments, or get over to us at Instagram, which is airsoft_bombs. The devices are also on eBay, as I'm sure most of you know. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that really long video.